What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video we're gonna do a complete run through of CPA marketing and specifically MaxBounty. So we're gonna run through the whole thing, from offer selection to landing pages to the whole flow, the ins and outs, the benefits, the things you should be avoiding, things like that. And so I've been fairly successful when it comes to CPA marketing. And so I've learned a couple of things over the past few years, and I want to show you exactly what's working and what is not working. And so stay tuned for the entire video. You don't want to miss any part of it. All right, so the first thing you have to understand, we have here a big diagram here, and it looks a little bit intimidating maybe, but it's actually very, very simple. And so we have the visitor, right? The visitor goes to a traffic source, and this is could be, Bing ads, Facebook, Google ads, Google display ads, or pretty much any other traffic source. Could also be a free traffic source, such as your blog or website, or maybe you're gonna, find this on forums or Craigslist or anything like that. And after that, they basically, they go on the website, they go on the landing page. Maybe you're gonna build a landing page. And after that, they go to an offer. And these are the types of offers that you can run. An offer could be dating, could be surveys, sweeps, e-com. We're going to talk a little bit more about the offers in just a little bit. But that's really there's all kinds of offers, especially when it comes to CPA marketing. There's different rates, different things, lots of different things you have to know. And so basically the visitor comes, they come from the traffic source, and then they go to the offer link. And you pick an offer and you're promoting that offer. And your job is for the visitor to take some kind of action. And the offers vary, right? For sweepstakes, they basically need to just sign up and enter their information, and you're gonna get some kind of a commission. For dating, they might need to register or maybe even sign up for a paid account. For e-commerce, they might even buy a product, right? So the things that the customer needs to do, they vary from offer to offer. And so here's the visitor or like a future customer. And so they can basically sign up. So they can click on the offer link and they can sign up. And they don't even need to check out or do anything else. So for instance, this could be sign up. And in some cases, they don't even need to check out and actually purchase. They just need to sign up and you're going to get a bounty. So this is you're going to get money. In other cases, they need to purchase something and you're going to get money. For e-commerce offers, they need to purchase something and you're going to get money. And we're going to go into MaxBounty and I'm going to show you exactly how it works. I just want to explain you how it works. In affiliate marketing, right, by comparison, is that they have to do the whole thing. They need to actually purchase for you to get the commission. But why the CPA marketing is why it's so different, and kind of the major benefits of that is that the customer does not need to actually purchase. All they need to do is, in some cases, depending on the offer, sign up or complete a certain action. And that's why it's called CPA marketing, cost per action, right? Not cost per sale, right? Which is kind of what affiliate marketing is more like CPS, cost per sale. And this is CPA, cost per action. And so here I am in my MaxBounty dashboard, and basically I'm in the search campaign screen, and we have lots of different offers that we can promote. And so we have different categories, right? We have automotive, biz up, business to business, dating, e-commerce, education, things like that. So there's a lot of things you have to be aware of. The first thing you have to understand is kind of the certain category, right? So for instance, if you have experience with dating, right, dating could be a good area that you could be promoting in. If you have a good experience in downloads or sending people to download different product, that could be a good one. E-commerce is another one. Education, email submits, right, they don't need to buy anything. Financial, this is where they might need to register, but also maybe put in a deposit at a particular financial institution like a bank or brokerage or something like that. Then you have free stuff, you have gaming, health, holidays. And so there's a mix of different categories, and depending on your experience, right, you will have to kind of go to a particular category. If you are interested in getting the user just to kind of enter their information, then a very viable area could be sweepstakes, and we're gonna load this, and you see all these sweepstakes offers, right? 500 free grocery sweepstakes, and it's US. That means that it's only available, typically only, or at least one of the regions that you can promote it is United States. But if it says US and nothing else, that means typically it means that you can only send US traffic. And then you have UK, this is United Kingdom, and then you have different codes here, D, A, C, H. D is for Germany, A is for Austria, CH is for Switzerland. And you can also open the particular sweepstake, and you will get better ideas of what kind of countries that they accept traffic in. It says Austria, Germany, and Switzerland, right? So this is exactly how this is exactly what this code means. D is Germany, A is Austria, CH is Switzerland. And so you can promote it in the German-speaking kind of regions. Markets. And so you have other sweepstakes, you have other things. Then you also have surveys, right? They're basically, you could send people and they're going to make money per survey. And so when they fill out the survey, and you're going to get a commission after they sign up. So here's the commissions. We have various commissions. EPC stands for earnings per click. And that's basically an average of all the traffic that's been sent through MaxBounty. And this is a nice indicator, right? But only if it's a relatively high earnings per click. So like above $1. If you see something above $1, that's something you should take a closer look at. And so here we have 110 earnings per click. This is desktop only CA, that's Canada. We have another one for Germany, Korea here. And then if there's no country here, you basically need to open it to get a better idea of what kind of countries they accept traffic in. And so we need to actually, this is one of those that we need to request approval to run, and it's, as the case happens to be, this is United States of America. So this is like a US, something like this. And so you can basically browse, you can get an idea. And what we're looking at here is basically these offers, right? We still need to figure out the traffic source, right? We're going to be buying traffic in this tutorial. And so you have to understand that not only you have to kind of master the different offers, but you also have to understand the kind of traffic source where you can promote it. And I'm going to get to it in just a second. And just to continue our tour of the offers here, we have surveys, we have sweepstakes, we have free stuff, we have education. I really like this educational kind of offers you get. I also like e-commerce because it's a physical product. It's a lot easier to promote on different traffic sources. You're not making crazy claims. It's a lot easier to kind of move forward with that. And you have travel, you can promote travel as well, but right now in the current situation, travel is probably not the best offers to promote, simply because not a lot of people traveling. But once they start traveling again, this is a viable category. And so for this particular kind of offers, we're going to be promoting an offer that I really like, and this is called Envato, right? We're going to be doing like a little tutorial in here. And there are two offers from Envato, and then there's Envato Elements and WordPress themes and templates. And the difference is, the first offer you're getting $1 per lead, and the second one you're getting a percentage per lead. So you're getting $19.20 per lead, or EPC is 14 cents. Let's go and open this offer, and so we can get some more details about it. And this is actually, there's a lot of plans here, right? And this is not a pure CPA marketing offer because you're getting paid for the actual payment. And that means that it's a higher quality offer, right? You're not basically sending them to sweepstakes or surveys where they have a relatively small chance of winning, and it's very hard to promote it on different traffic sources because you have to make a lot of claims because they're not getting anything. You're just making them a promise, and it's kind of hard to move with those campaigns when it comes to all of these traffic sources that we have here, okay? And so we're going to be promoting this particular offer. This is a high quality offer. The landing page is very nice landing page. They have some similar campaigns that we can promote, we can take a look at. And so here's the landing page, is fully loaded. We have graphics, video, audio, right? These are various templates for websites, right? So if you're a web developer, a web designer, or like a template designer, a coder, a programmer, this is very, very useful, right? Because they give you video, they give you audio, Instagram, stories pack for designers, they give you audio, right? They give you audio clips that you can use in videos, presentation templates that you can make presentation. They give you photos, fonts, WordPress themes. So there's a lot of, it's a really high quality offer. And so this type of offer is going to be a lot easier to promote once we go out and actually use one of the paid traffic sources that we talked about just now. And this includes Bing Ads, Facebook, Google Display Ads, Google Ads. And there's a lot of other ones, including Quora, many other ones, but these are like the main ones. These are the major ones, the higher quality ones. And so In this video, we're going to be using one of these traffic sources, and I'm going to tell you exactly which one and why I decided to pick it. So we can use Bing ads, Google ads, we can use all of them, right? We can also use Facebook ads, but for this tutorial, we're going to be using Google ads. And the reason I want to use Google ads is because it's fairly easy to describe this campaign when it comes to Google ads. We're going to be using Google ads search. And so when people are typing something, right, in Google, our ad is going to show up at the top, right? It's going to show up at the top of the listing, way above the organic search results, or even sometimes at the bottom as well. And we can basically specify the bid. And once we configure it, it's going to basically be showing up for our searches. Now, before we do that, I want to bring your attention to something very important, is that we have a landing page or a website. So typically you can basically do something called direct linking, and I have videos with tutorials on that on my channel. I'm going to link them below. But typically what you want is you have a traffic source and you can basically offer link him. So for instance, we can go back to this offer, right? We have this offer here, not this offer here, and we can basically build a tracking link, and we're going to be basically using a search link, raw link. And once we click on that, we have a traffic link here, a tracking link. And so potentially we can basically copy this, give this to Google, and then when somebody searches, our ad is going to show up with this tracking link, okay? And so on this diagram, it's going to look like a traffic source, going to go directly, right? So we're going to do something like this. And I do not recommend doing it now. I have tutorials on this. There are ways of making it work. There are ways of doing it correctly, but a lot of times people make a bunch of mistakes and they have problems with their ad account. Either it's not approved by any of these traffic sources, or they end up losing the ad account because they're not doing it correctly. So we're not going to be doing this. We're going to be doing it by creating a landing page, okay? And so I went ahead and actually created already a landing page just to save you time. And it took me about 15 minutes to create it. Now, granted, I've done many landing pages before, hundreds of landing pages. And so it took me fairly quickly. But once you have experience, it's very, very easy to create. In fact, if you're just starting out, it shouldn't really take you a lot of time to actually create this landing page. And so we have kind of the benefit, we have a sub-headline, we have a headline, sub-headline with a benefit, we have an image, we have a call to action, we have social proof, we have another question, and we have 3 benefits. Now you can expand it, you can make it as long as you want, you can make it longer, you can make it shorter. I would not recommend making it shorter. I would basically recommend it, keeping it this way, what our users are saying. We have some testimonials. And obviously this landing page is not quite done. I just wanted to show you a template that you can use. And so we have another call to action, basically another headline. This is going to be another kind of sub-headline paragraph, and then another call to action. And so the idea is that they come to this landing page, they learn about this product, they read the benefits, and then they click on this, and this redirects them to the actual offer instead of direct linking. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually create this whole campaign in Google Ads from scratch. And here I am in Google Ads, and what we want to do is basically I clicked on new campaign. You're going to, once you create an account, it's going to be like one of the only buttons you're going to see. You're going to click on new campaign, and you're going to click on website traffic, and we're going to click on search, and then we're going to basically click on continue. We don't have a website or anything like that. That's fine. We can just start without a website. And what we want to do is we basically want to call this campaign something. I'm just going to call it C1. We want to unselect display network. We only want to do search network. Display network is another network. It's like a banner ads network, and that is something that you can basically do it other ways. But for this example, we want to unselect this, and we want to focus on the search network. The next thing is we're picking where the audience is going to be, and we're doing it using different ways, right? This is called targeting an audience, and targeting means like finding a new audience by geographic location, by the language. And an audience is basically finding the audience where they may be. And typically when it comes to Google search ads, it's going to be by the queries they're going to be typing. And so we're going to build all of this in this video, this entire plan. I want to target United States. We can probably target other countries. I like to start out with United States. Language is English. Then we have a bunch of audience that we can pick. Now, these are kind of pre-made audiences, right? We have something called in-market audiences, and then we also have affinity audiences. In-market audiences, basically audiences that are basically in the process of purchasing or picking the product. Okay, they're almost ready to actually buy it. Affinity audiences are there. It just means they're interested in a particular product. And so we have in-market audiences. We can click on ideas and you're going to see basically lots of different ideas. So you can basically choose this and you have business services. And these are in-market. All of these are in-market audience. We can also do browse and you have affinity, right? So affinity would be somebody who has interest in it, right? And so what their interests and habits are, what they're actively researching and planning, how have they interacted, how they have interacted with your business or combined. So we don't have that because Google doesn't know about our business yet. It's not tracking our users or anything like that. This is something that would have worked if we had a website. And so we have ideas, we have search. So we can basically try this, but Google has a lot more powerful ways, right? So we can basically type something like WordPress templates here and we can get some ideas. And we can target these people. And we have web design and development. We can try that. But in my experience, I do a lot better in something called ad groups. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to set a daily budget of about $10. We're going to be focusing on clicks. And if we scroll down, we have various things. Now we want to save and continue. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be configuring our ad groups. Okay. And so for the ad group, basically an ad group is a collection of keywords that we can basically target using different ads that are related to that. And typically the way you should think about ad groups is that they are related to a single landing page. So you have a one-to-one relationship. So if you have one ad group, you're going to have one landing page. If you have 3 ad groups, you're going to have 3 landing pages. 10 ad groups, each of those ad groups is typically going to be to a different landing page. And so for this one, we're going to keep it simple. We're only going to create one ad group and we're going to be linking it to this particular landing page. We only have one landing page. You can create multiple if you'd like. And next is we have different keywords. And this is where it gets a little bit complicated, but not too complicated. And we have different matches, right? We have broad match, phrase match, exact match. So the only thing you have to learn is that broad match, you typically do not want to use broad match unless you have very, very good reason to. And because if I type something like WordPress templates here, without any kind of qualifying, without any kind of quotes or plus signs or anything. This would mean that basically Google is going to show our ad regardless of what the other words are in there, right? As long as you have WordPress templates in there, but not only that, it's also going to sometimes even replace WordPress with something else, templates with something else. So we don't want to do that. What we want to do is we want to do something called the modified broad match. And you do that when you enter plus signs, okay? When you enter plus at the end, you're basically telling Google that we want our ads to match, but only if these exact words appear there. So we don't want Google to play around with these words. Now, these words could be in any order, and that's perfectly fine for us, but we want to make sure Google doesn't do like extreme substitution. Okay, so we have WordPress templates. We can also put something like, WordPress design, design templates. We can do more, something like design graphical templates. We can do that. Another thing you can do is you can basically enter the name of the URL, the kind of the product you're promoting. So this Envato Elements, let's go and find their main URL. I don't know if it's envato.com. It could be not. We don't know. So what we're going to do is we're going to search it, and basically this is their main site. It's elements.envato.com. And so we go and we basically paste it here, and we're going to get keywords ideas. And the reason for that is Google knows a lot about, basically it knows a lot about, searching, what people are searching for to reach this website, right? Google is very smart. So we can bid on this Envato Elements. We can also do something like this. We can do templates, we can do web templates, WordPress templates. We have, free download. So we don't want to do free download in this example simply because it's not free. People are actually going to be buying it. So we want to remove free. And let's see, web templates. Let's see, templates web. Template HTML5 is a good one. WordPress themes, template sites, see more. It's going to load it. So we don't want to do free. We want to do WordPress design. So we have a good number, right? And so what I like to do is I like to have broad modified match keywords. I also like exact match, right? This is kind of my strategy. And there's a tool that helps us to do it a lot quicker. And this tool is called Keyword Toaster. So if you Google for that, you're going to find this tool. And you basically click on the result. You put your keywords in this left box here. And you can remove the plus sign. And then here, you want to choose, basically you want to choose broad modified. And you want to choose exact match, okay? So you want to unselect everything here and you want just broad modified and exact match. And now it basically created, we had 15 keywords, now we have 13 keywords, right? And basically now we can copy and paste this and we can go back to our campaign, select all this, copy and paste this. And we have the first ad group, okay? We have the ad group set up because all it is a bunch of related keywords and a landing page, as well as the ad. Next is we're going to create the ads. We're going to click Save and Continue. And we're going to create the actual ads that will show up once those keywords that we created have been inputted by people. So we have the final URL. The final URL is actually our landing page, right? And that's why it's a very good idea to create landing pages, right? Because that way you're not using some crazy long affiliate link from MaxBounty, right? You have a landing page. Headline 1. Unlimited WordPress templates. And that's it, right? It fits in unlimited WordPress templates. We can do that. Grab them here. You know, something like lifetime membership. I don't know, something like that, right? We have a bunch of benefits, right? And so here we have the display path. The final URL is where they're going to be redirected to, and then we can just display it anything we want. And it's going to use our domain. So we have here the domain there. And then we can basically list something like, we can basically do something like WordPress. And then that's going to appear as /WordPress. You don't need that. That's an optional step. You can just have the domain appearing. If it's a descriptive domain, not like something like this, but more descriptive to WordPress themes, to the offer we're promoting, then it's you can just leave it like that. And before I continue, where do you get this domain? So you can basically go on a place like namecheap.com and register a domain for as low as like $3 a year. Okay, and once you have that domain, you can have a custom domain that's related to the kind of offers you're running, and that's a lot better, right? It's a lot more professional, and there's a less chance of you having problems with Google Ads and kind of them banning you and all these things. And so we have the description here, and the description, you can basically go to Envato Elements, right? You can basically go to their thing, to their landing page and see what they say, right? 50 million, we can basically copy what they have here, or you can create your own. And so we have 50 million top quality assets and get unlimited downloads. Okay, these are really nice benefits, you know? Get unlimited downloads. You can even have them as part of the headline, right? So I actually have something similar. Let's go and paste this here. Unlimited downloads. I like that better. And let's do this. Let's use this as the headline because this is a lot better. And then we can do unlimited downloads here. And then, you could have something like this. We don't need to have that. And then we can have, for the description, we can have something else. We can have a bunch of other benefits. And so we basically go to the landing page and we can copy something like this. This is another benefit. We go back and this is too long. Let's do this, and this is perfect. Create a free account to download them now. Perfect. Now we have the ad, we have headlines, we have basically the description, and that's all we have to do. Right now we're gonna click done, and we're gonna go and create the next ad. And typically what I would recommend is creating 3 ads. We only have 1 ad group, so you don't need to create multiple ad groups. If you'd like, you can do that, but typically you could start out with just 1 ad group, 1 landing page, and then you want to create multiple ads. You can just have 1 ad if you'd like, but in my opinion, it's nice to have a couple of ads, and that way Google is gonna rotate between those ads depending on which is doing better and which is doing worse, right? So we're gonna do that. So we're just gonna leave it with 1 ad. You know the process, you know exactly what you need to do, and so what you have to do is save and continue. And this is going to go into approval. Google is going to approve it. I'm running a bunch of other campaigns right now. So I'm not going to be running this particular campaign, but I'm running very, very similar campaigns as this one. And so this is this is a nice campaign you can start out with. You can basically promote it. You can still promote, this Envato Elements using the exact same method process that I showed you, or you can go out and find some other offers to promote if you'd like, but you can basically do the same steps that I did. All right, guys, so this is all I wanted to cover in this video. I just wanted to give you the rundown from beginning to end, from offer selection to picking the right offer, to how does the whole process works, to creating a landing page, to actually running the ad on Google Search Network, or you can do it on Google Display Network or on Facebook or anything you want. I'm gonna have more videos covering those topics in the future, but that is all I wanted to cover in this video. This is a nice way to start out with and kind of get your feet wet when it comes to MaxBounty. And so it might seem very, very overwhelming at first, but it gets a lot easier once you start out with. All right, guys. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll leave your questions or comments below if you're not sure about something, you need me to basically clarify something. And once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you in the next video.